What is the optimal volume for a backpack when you're doing hiking tours or trekking tours? In this video I'm going to look closer at different categories of backpacks and I categorize them after volume. In the end of the video I'm also going to show you some of the most common mistakes you make when you buy a new backpack. My name is Matti, I'm working as a dog musher and nature guide up in northern Sweden. I live in Jokkmokk, just above the Arctic Circle. Here I run a small lifestyle or dog sled guide company together with my partner Stina. Outdoor life is actually what we're doing for a living. So let's start with the users. The first category is a beginner. As a beginner you have just started exploring backpacking, hiking, and that you actually can walk around with things on your back, and that it's nice to be out in nature in this way. And as a beginner you need a stove, you need a tent, you need hiking boots, rain clothes and all other kind of gear. And your pockets are probably not full of money. So as a beginner you want one backpack that you can use to everything. Second category is outdoor person. Outdoor life is a part of your identity, is a part of your way of living. You do day tours, you do overnight tours, expedition, all that different kind of things. And outdoor gear is something that are a part of your hobby. And you probably want several different backpacks, one for day tour, one for something else, and so on. And then we have the real pro. And the real pro want one backpack. You don't want to spend energy. Should I use my small backpack? Should I use a pink backpack? Should I use a blue backpack? You just grab it and go. So the real pro, you want one backpack that you can use for all. And this little bit similar to the beginner, but maybe with a different kind of budget. These small knots, we call them, they are in every under here. They goes in, they don't bite here like a mosquito, they bite under here, and now why didn't I bring my night core thing with the blue tablet that keep them away? Yeah, I don't know. I should know. I should have been experienced enough to know that. Anyway, I brought some tea, not coffee today, so I brought tea, and cheers, my friend. We are going into a very beautiful season in the north now. The nature starts changing color, and it's getting colder in the nights. It's less mosquitoes, and we can pick up berries, mushrooms, and it's nice out in nature right now. Day tour backpack. That's the first category. If we look at the volume, I would say that a day tour backpack is something between 20 to 40 liter. This is a small 20 liter backpack, because when you make a day tour you don't bring so much gear. You're not dependent on a huge volume, and you usually just bring something to eat, rain clothes or a warm jacket or something like that. For me personal, who bring cameras or a fishing rod or something like that, this is very small. And if you look at this also, we talk about carry system. This one, you don't have you have a belt here for the hips, but it's nothing. And you look, this is very weak, so you should not have more than maybe 5-7 kilos in this, because if you add up more in it, it's not so nice. The weight of it is probably 1.2 kilo. This is an old one from Lundhags. And then I also have this is probably 40 liter something, and the lower part is made for cameras, so you can open it and have camera, and it's protected and so on. And you also have this rolling top here, so you can put some extra gear. If I needed just few stuff for a day tour, then I bring my camera bag. And you see on this one, even this backpack have a really good carry system with hip belts, and this is nice. You can't adjust it after your back, so this is one size fits all, or actually one size. This is not made for long hikes. This is made for carry camera. It is made for shorter things, but camera gear is actually quite heavy, so even this one is more sturdy than the small one. This is a company called Compagnon bag, and it's a very nice day tour bag for photographers. And now, as you see, we reach a big pile of backpacks here. So these backpacks made for overnight tours are made for camping tours, 2 to 5 days, or tours when you go from cabin to cabin. I would say that a good overnight backpack is something between 50 to 80 liter. Of course, it's many different opinion about this probably, and it also depends on if you use ultra lightweight gear, small tents and sleeping bag, then you need less volume. Or if you have more classic tents that are bigger, or bigger sleeping bags and so on, then you need more volume. If you, like me, bring camera gear or fishing gear when you're out, you also need more volume. I would prefer 50 to 80 liter. And usually when you step up to 50-60 liters backpack, you get a better frame in the backpack than if you stay on 40 liter or 20 liter, because the 20 liter bags are quite crappy the frame in them usually. So from 50 and up you find better frames, I would say. This is the old Exped 60 liter. This is how I like the backpack. As you see, they are really clean, not much pockets outside. You put everything into it. This is 60-65 liter. This one have a very weak frame, you see, but this one is 1.6 kilo, maybe 1.5 kilo for the whole backpack. And this backpack you have to get one that fit your back, of course. These are not nice, they're very tiny. I show you this. This is just sewed in the fabric here, you see, and you see the same on this. So what have happened here is that the fabric ripped up and I had to stitch it through like this. And if this backpack had been made for heavy loads, it had been done like that already from the beginning. It haven't looked like this with only in the fabric. To be honest, I have used it a lot, and it was after a couple of years it broke down actually. And today this is also a backpack that I can use as a day backpack, a day tour. With my camera, some small things, and I don't need to be super, when I pack it I can just throw it in. So, but it's a good backpack for that you usually find for not so much money from Exped. Then we look at Stina's, also a 60 liter. She uses this for camping tours, but it's a big difference between Stina and me. This is 65 liter, and Stina is really strict when she pack. She don't bring so many toys as I do, and she have one camera, not two cameras, and so 65 liters are good for her. This is a really good one. And this is Osprey Ariel Pro 65 liter, and you see the lid can go up and down like this. You can increase the distance here, and then you can fit more under the lid. You also can take away the lid and just use this lid if you want a lighter backpack. I don't know how many kilo, but Ariel 65 Pro, you can check it on internet, and under 2 kilo, 1.67 maybe, something like that. And Stina said that it's super nice. It's actually okay carry system and a good belt, and she said it's like getting a hug from the back. Hopefully she still prefer a hug from me instead of a hug from a backpack. We have another backpack here. Now it's a lot of 60 liter. You understand, this is also 60 liter, and this is a Klettermusen Arvacker, and it's a little bit more heavy. The frame is okay, but the carry system in this, I didn't like it at all. This is good in one way, because the backpack is 60 liter. You can add pockets on the side, and this is the hip bag. That one you can add on top as a lid, and it's a system that you can build out and use it as a clean backpack, or 60 liter backpack, or you use it as a 60 plus 666 18, so 60 or 78 liter backpack. This is a clever system. Now I just want to show you that it is different. This is also 60 liter, and as you see, this is very tall. This is Mjölner, it's called. This one is lovely to carry. You can't carry so much, but you see, this is super advanced things, and the hip belt, you see, it's twisted like this. You can also add the side pockets and all that things to this one, because they have the same system with all these small loops, so you can just move things between them. It is a good way of building up things. This add some weight to it, of course. This backpack, Mjölner 60, was 1.6 kilo. Then I bought a Mjölner 80 liter, and that was 3 kilo. Super heavy backpack. So this is also nice for skiers, because when you ski you don't want pockets on the side, you want it very slim. Klättermusen is a Swedish brand, and they stopped doing this. I think they stopped doing it because this frame is very sensitive. It's very easy to destroy it actually. So, but I like this very much. Mjölner, Klättermusen Mjölner. That was the overnight backpacks that are from 50 to 80 liter. And as you see, I had a lot of 60, 70 liter backpacks, and that's a volume that fit for a lot of things. Now we're going to talk about the expedition backpacks. And an expedition backpack is something that's from 80 to 120, 140 liters. It's when you do 7 days or longer, or if you carry a lot of special gear, like a lot of camera gear, a lot of fishing gear, or rafting boats or whatever, then you need something with a lot of volume. And this is my latest backpack, Seek Outside 5400. I have the smaller brother to this that's called Unnaweep 4800. The Unnaweep is 80 liter, and I had issue with that because it was not enough for me. The volume was not enough. This backpack is 89 liter, but you also have huge side pockets, huge pockets. I can put a tent here or the whole boat here with the packraft boats. This one have a carry system that are amazing. I really like to carry heavy loads. Of course, I don't like to carry heavy loads, but if I'm going to carry heavy loads, this is the backpack to go with. This backpack is less than 2 kilo. And why? If I go for a day hike, I don't bring this small tiny one overloaded. Instead of having a 20-30 liter overloaded backpack, I take my big one, because this fits so well on my body, and then I can throw everything into it. I don't need to worry, and even if I have 5 or 10 kilo in this, it's no matter. I prefer a bigger backpack, and with a bigger backpack it's usually also come a better frame system, a better carry system, and they are nicer to carry. One small thing that have nothing to do with the volume of the backpack, but it's just an advice. When you pack, try to find one of these waterproof, lightweight liner for the backpack. You put this into the backpack and stuff your stuff into the liner, and then it's a rolling top, and everything you have in here are dry. If you don't want to buy this one, you can take one of these blue or black bags for dumpster trash bags, you know, the huge one, 120 liter or 80 liter trash bag, and put them into the backpack. Because then your gear are waterproof and water protected, and that's nice if it's raining. Now, when we're talking about backpacks and volume of the backpack, I also going to look at 3 other special backpacks. The first one is this 50 liter backpack, and it's totally waterproof. It's from Exped, and I don't know the name of it. 50 liter something work and rescue 50. I put my camera gear into this because my camera gear is kind of expensive stuff. I only use this when I go canoeing or pack rafting. Otherwise, I don't use it. The system for carry it, yeah, from the canoe to the tent, but you don't want to carry this one for longer distance. This is not nice. So you find a lot of these special kind of backpacks that are nice for special things. Another of them is a bike pack I have. This also have a special frame for the back. So if you crash, it protects your spine a little bit. You have a lot of different types of this also. This one, I have my reparation gear for my mountain bike. So I grab it when I go mountain biking, and then I just have what I need if something goes wrong. But we also should know one thing. This is a backpack for running, it's 7 liter maybe, and I can carry it water. But you're thinking, I'm going to run longer distance and I can't do that because I can't bring my water. Then you put that as a doorstep or something, so you can't go running because you don't have this. And you see, I bought this and it's still brand new. I haven't used it. So when you buy gear, if you're dreaming about making day tours, you will not start making day tours only if you have a day tour backpack. You will not start making expedition only if you have an expedition backpack. You actually had to do it also. So we will see how long time will this be on my camelback. This is for running anyway, and it fits maybe a rain jacket and some water or snacks, or I don't know. And you don't need it if you're running less than 10, 15, 20 kilometers. And let's talk about the most common mistakes you do when you buy a backpack. Size. Usually people buy too small backpack. They need 40 liter, they buy 20. They need 80 liter, they buy 60 liter. I have done it, you will probably do it. And if you go to the sport shop and ask and tell them, I'm going to do Kungsleden and I do cabin to cabin, then they will say, you need something that's 50 liter. And go up to 60 then. Make 70 liter. Take a little bit bigger than you think that you need. Because it's not painful to carry a backpack that is not 100% full. What is really bad if you have to carry a backpack with half of your equipment hanging outside the backpack, with a frame that's not made for carry the heavy load as you bring. The only thing that's good with having a small backpack is that you had to think about what you put in your backpack, because you can't bring everything. But you can have the same mindset with bigger volume. So don't get too small backpack. A second mistake is that you actually buy a too cheap backpack. Don't go to one of the cheapest company and buy something, because then you will have problem with this, it will not fit you, and everything will be less good quality. If you don't have a lot of money, buy quality, because buying quality is actually saving money. And as I talked about with this one, what I like with the backpack, they should be clean. They shouldn't have too many functions. And if they say that this backpack, you can use it as a pulka, you can use it as a paraglider, you can use it as a tent, then this multifunction shit is shit. So buy a backpack, basic backpack, flies. Buy a basic backpack that are clean from all kind of different things that you never will use anyway. And when they add a lot of special function lamps, or I don't know what they find out to put on that, when they add that, that's marketing. You want the backpack, you want it clean, because it should be a backpack, nothing else. And you want a backpack that's made for carry stuff, not made for being easy to sell. Did you get that? And another issue with a lot of backpacks is that they are too heavy, even if they're empty, because they made them sometimes with a super strange construction. So even if they're not super good, they are super heavy. I think a good backpack for 60 liters, something like that, should come under 2 kilo, maybe around 2 kilo, 1.5, 2 kilo. And an expedition backpack like this don't need to have more weight than 2.5 kilo, like this one, maybe 2. And I don't actually really know, but this one is not so heavy, but it's super expensive on the other hand. And the last thing is that you buy something with the carry system is not good enough. It's too weak, it's not fitting your body, it's not made for the size of you or something like that. And a lot of backpacks have really crappy carry system. But now we're looking at this backpack again, and this is an X-Bed, and this one it's written 65M, and M stands for medium. So this is not adjustable. You see, you can adjust the hip belt a little bit on it, but so it's bigger or smaller, but you can't adjust the length of your back. So this one you have to measure your back so you get the backpack that really fit for your body. If we look at this one you can adjust here so it comes up and down a lot, and you can change the whole hip belt. So you buy a hip belt that fit for you. So this backpack comes without hip belt, but you can adjust the length of your back a lot, and then you get the hip belt that fit for you. Very important that you actually find a backpack that are the right size for your body. You maybe come to a sport shop and you put it on your back and think, wow, this feels good. But then you should remember, all backpacks feel super nice when they are empty and during the first hour. If you loaded it up and you start hiking several days, then after a while it starts feeling, oh shit, it's not good here, or it's not good on the hips. It is difficult to find the right size and right carry system, but that carry system thing is a total different video that we had to talk about another time. I hope I gave you some kind of ideas about the different kind of volume of the backpack. That was my main goal. If you like this video and want more of this content, give a thumbs up and subscribe and do all that. You find us at Patreon, you find us at Instagram, Facebook, and I hope I see you in next video or something like that. Have a nice day. Ciao.